Hi, friends. Welcome to Stories of the Bible. It's a great pleasure to speak to you on this platform. It's a platform where we share stories from the Bible, events from the Bible. We discuss scriptural messages to help you become better in your Christian race. If you're yet to subscribe to our channel, please do consider subscribing to our channel. Share the video, and I know you'll be blessed. So today we're looking at the blessings of Esau. You know, the Bible, throughout the Bible, we'll see the focus on Jacob, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And little attention is being paid to the blessings that Isaac gave to Esau. And so we're going to share it today, and you might learn one or two things from it. The Bible recorded that Isaac had two children, and they are twins. And the story of their birth is also recorded in the Bible on how Rebecca waited, didn't have children when she got married. She waited on the Lord, and later God opened her womb and all of that. Now, we also know the story of how Jacob, took the birthright of Esau and all of that. Now, I want to focus on the point when Isaac was about to die and wanted to bless the children, and most especially Esau being the first son. Now, Isaac called Esau to tell him that he's getting old and that he should prepare a good meal for him so that he can eat it and bless him. This story can be seen in Genesis chapter 27. The Bible recorded that when Isaac was speaking to Esau, unknown to them, his wife Rebecca heard what he told Esau. And quickly, Rebecca went and told Jacob and told Jacob that if they don't execute her plan, he will miss on the blessing of his father. And Jacob listened to his mother, who got out a plan on how he will, put on Esau's clothes to look like him. And the mother was able to do a wonderful dish for the husband. The Bible recorded that the way the husband loved it, the way Isaac loved the meal. And Jacob presented it to him, behaving or acting as though he was Esau. And because their father was already blind, he could not, but as a father, he knew the voices of his children. The Bible recorded that he stated that he could hear the voice of Jacob, but the body is that of Esau. But, he still continued. After he ate the food, he blessed Jacob. He blessed him heavily. And the Bible recorded that after the blessing and Jacob had left, that was when Esau returned from his hunting, prepared his own meal, and came to his father. And his father said, "Wow, somebody just left here claiming he was you." And Esau cried. I said, "This is the second time Jacob is, cheating me." Why? He cried and asked his father, "Is there no other blessing, even if it's one blessing?" And his father said, I've made your brother to be the head over you, and there's nothing I can do." The Bible recorded that Esau cried with a bitter voice. He cried. So the father, as a father, he felt the pain of his son. And he hearkened unto Esau, who asked him, "That Father, even if it's one blessing, please bless me." In verse 38 of Genesis chapter 27, Esau said, "Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me. Even me also, O my father." And Esau lifted his voice and wept. It was a cry from the innermost part of his body. He felt he has lost out on everything. He asked his father, "Do you even have, even if it's one, just bless me?" The Bible recorded in verse 39, and Isaac his father answered and said unto him, that was his first blessing. He said, "Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above." This blessing shows that his father pronounced the earth as his blessing. He said, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth. So he gave me charge of, the earth, the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven. And he went further in verse 40 to tell him, I said, by thy sword shall thou live. When you say somebody shall live by the sword, that means this person is going to be a restless person. The person is going to be a fighter. He said, by thy sword shall thou live, and thou shalt serve thy brother. This is called the place of servitude. And it shall come to pass that when thou shalt have dominion, thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. The father told him that all the days of your life you shall live by the sword. You're going to be a restless man. You're going to be a warrior. You're going to be a man you're going to be a fighter. And he said, it will come to pass that when you have dominion, that is when you can break off the yoke of servitude that is already on you. You have the earth, the fatness of the earth. You have the dew from heaven. He said, but you shall be under thy brother, you shall serve. But that you shall live by your sword. And when you have gotten dominion, then you can break up that yoke of thy neck. This is very key. This is very profound. So I titled this message, The Blessings of Esau. This is profound. This is so profound. As Christians, we found ourselves in the earth. We find ourselves in our workplace. We find ourselves we call it the marketplace, in your business place, your school, wherever you find yourself, that's your marketplace. That is your earth. You have the fatness of the earth to you. Yes, we are descendants of Abraham, and they still go from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, but we should not neglect these blessings of Esau. It's very key. Many people profess to be Christians, and it makes them lazy in their marketplace, in their workplace, where they find themselves. They use spirituality to cover for diligence and hard work. When a man is saying you are going to live by the sword, you're going to be restless, you're going to be a warrior, it means he doesn't take anything lightly. He fights to get through to what he wants. He fights to the end. As a child of God, you must have the spirit of restlessness to fight to the end. You don't give up. His father said, it is when you have fought that you have got dominion. For someone to get dominion, that means he has defeated his enemies to get dominion. He says, it's when you have dominion that the yoke of that servitude on you, or you break it off your neck, and you shall be free. So in that place you are, you need to have dominion. It is when you have dominion that you can break off the yoke of poverty. You can begin to shine. You need to dominate. The Lord has given us the earth for us to dominate. In that space you are, in that workplace, in that business place, in that premises, in that corner that you are, you need to be restless to gain dominion. Restlessness in terms of ensuring that you're diligent, ensuring that you know your job, ensuring you're putting in the hard work required, ensuring you're putting in the diligence required, ensuring you're putting in what is required of the job to be the best, so that you can have dominion to begin to enjoy the fatness of the earth, the dew from heaven. So you as children of God, we are to dominate. These blessings of Esau, it focuses on why you should dominate wherever you are. Dominion is for the children of God, but you find ourselves that in places where children of God are supposed to dominate, they are not dominating. Are you dominating in your sphere, in that workplace, in that career you're in that place are you dominating? Are you in charge? It is when you dominate that the only yoke of limitation, the yoke of stagnation leaves you. Stagnation doesn't come to a person who is on the top, who is doing well, who is a warrior, who is a fighter. Isaac, the blessings of Isaac made Esau to be a fighter. He said it is when you now have dominion that yoke can leave you. So if you're not dominating in your sphere, then you are wrong. If you're not dominating in where you are, if you're not the best, then it's below what is expected of you. The spirit of restlessness to begin to dominate, to begin to gain dominance in that area. You should be the best. You have the spirit of God in you. You have the mind of God. That means you have all it takes to be the best. So if you are below average in school as a student, you are not functioning in the light of dominion. If you are below average, if whatever you're doing is below average, you're not functioning in full capacity. You're not functioning in full capacity. You are to be a warrior. You dominate your marketplace. That is where the influence can come in. It will be easier for you when you dominate, for someone to see as, see as this guy is shining. He says he's a child of God. That means being a child of God can help me to dominate. You begin to shine your light that men may see you and begin to glorify your Father which is in heaven. So you must dominate. If you're not dominating, sit back and ask yourself, Lord, help me. Pray and say, Lord, help me. The Father told him the gateway to live servitude is what? Dominance. The gateway to live dominance is what? Dominance. You must dominate, Lord, so that any yoke holding you will break off your neck. These two blessings are what? Profound. So yes, you have the dew of heaven, they have the fatness of the earth, but you are going to be a servant. It is only when you have dominion, dominance, that the yokes are broken off your neck. We go further to Genesis chapter 37. In Genesis chapter 37, because of what happened and the bitterness in the heart of Esau, he started planning to kill Jacob. He was planning his heart that, well, when our father is already old, when he dies, I will have the opportunity to kill Jacob when he comes for our father's burial. So Jacob ran away. He went to Laban. Because even after that incident, his father has already instructed him not to marry from the Canaanites. That he should go back to his place, his father's place, to marry. The Bible recorded that at a time when Jacob and Esau met again after many years, that the possession of Esau was more than that of Jacob. When Jacob was to meet him, he sent people ahead to say, I'm coming to meet you. They came back to report that Esau had 400 men with him. That fear made Jacob to, when he wanted to meet with Esau, he divided his family in phases. The children of his maidservants first, to get led by the behind them are the children of Leah, and the last people are the children of what? His wife, the mother of Benjamin and Joseph, Rachel. So you could see the fear in the eyes of Jacob. And by the time he saw his brother, he saw that his brother was doing well. When they met, they were so happy, but he saw that his brother has gained dominion. That even what he offered Esau said, no, keep it for yourself. He saw that Esau was doing well. For a man to have 400 men with him at that time, he was also doing well. So he didn't meet Esau at a place of, lower than him. He met Esau in a big way. He saw that Esau had grown big too. He had his own descendant, he had children. He was doing well. That is Genesis chapter 33. That is the story of where Jacob met Esau. The Bible recorded that when Jacob saw Esau, he bowed 7 times. He bowed 7 times. He bowed 7 times. Because he saw him in his glory. He saw the kappa. He was not that Esau he used to know. Everything has changed. That's in Genesis 33 verse 3. And say, Jacob bowed himself to the ground 7 times until he came near to his brother. So it is very important for us to know that even if there's a curse on you, you can be restless to gain dominion over that what curse. So it doesn't matter what is the generational pattern, the generational cause, whatever you feel is holding on to your family or the problem in your family, repetitive pattern, you have to be restless and say, well, I'm not going to fit into this generational pattern of people not getting married. I'm not going to fit in with this barrenness. I'm not going to fit in with going and coming back empty. I choose to be different. You have to wrestle. When you're facing short challenges, it's not a place of a pity party. You wrestle it out, gain dominion it, and the yoke falls off. In the place of prayer, you know, in the place of fasting. So you can see that despite that, the blessing and the words of their father, which belittled or brought down Esau to be the lower one Jacob should be the higher one. But at the time they met, that condition the father had given Esau has attained it, and he had already had dominion. He had his own army with him. He had his own team. Jacob was even begging him to take his own blessing, what he presented to him as gift. So you will see that it is in you. What you need to have that dominion is in you, but you need to what? Fan the flame. You need to fan the flame. You need to fan the flame. I recommend Genesis 27 to you, Genesis 33 to you. You look at it and see how Esau was able to become who he was after so many years. Because his father has already said what he said, and he knew that it was only the place of restlessness that dominion can come. Don't be lukewarm. Don't be lackadaisical. Don't just think that place you are is for fun. Shine the light. Be the best. Dominate. Dominate. And the yoke shall be broken off your neck. Friends, if you enjoyed this episode, please hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. We have other stories on the channel. Encourage the channel. Let's grow the channel. And I believe that God, in His infinite mercy, will give you grace to be the best you can ever be, to dominate in your marketplace, to dominate in that sphere, in that place you are, to be the best. That men will look at you and say, wow, if this person can do this as a child of God, it means I need to submit my life to God. God bless you.